3 bodies were discovered the next day in the
3?
prison. Yeah, we killed them. What do you mean?
Oh, them. I was like,
Yeah, they're dead.
got it.
Look, I gotta work my way to gods. I'll start with these clearly oppressive guards.
Of course.
How their weapons? What weapons? I dropped everything down a well.
No, you always
Actually,
have that.
I did actually have.
sword.
I did have basic iron sword. Yeah, Roman spies my ass. You're just making things up so you can lock us away. We'll see about that. The redhead looks like he knows his way around a sword. This blade is obvious marks of a long use. It's not like your open weapon would be of any use. Any use against ours, though, might as well be a twig. Regardless, I can tell you're not just normal travelers. Looks like it will be quite worthwhile getting you to talk. Like hell I will. We're completely innocent here. You've got the wrong guys. Though, yeah, I mean, Adol's skill with the sword is undeniable, but that's no crime. So you admit it. Even if you're not spies, I bet you're either mercenaries or bounty hunters. Alright, I can't forget the possibility of you being pirates. Not quite. They're adventurers. In quotes. Commander says,
Let's go, music.
Adol the Red. He's quite famous. I've heard that his hair looks like fire, and indeed the rumors are quite true. Adventure. You expect me to believe nonsense like that? Wait, what the hell are you doing here, Sias? Trying to defy me? Not at all. But there is someone else who has business with them, someone higher in rank than you. I'm merely following orders. What? You mean... That's right. It's a direct order from His Majesty. Sorry to interrupt your hard work, but I believe it can wait. Son of a... And the underlings flee.
Goodbye.
Don't get all high and mighty on me. I don't care if you're the Altigian Falcon. I pronounced that wrong probably. You're just a piece of trash from the old town.
Well,
just wait.
if you go by the fact that the country's called Altago,
Altigian.
I think you're using the wrong G sound. Probably
Altaginian.
Altaginian.
Who knows? They're making up words. Afroka, like, come on.
Listen, they are making up words, but
Altagonit. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't make a very good commander now, does he? As the commander of the Dragon Knights myself, please accept my apologies for his behavior. I'm truly sorry that you two have had such poor introduction to Altago. That's okay, I guess. Thanks. So, who are you? Name's Sias. Sias? How did you pronounce that? Sias.
I would probably go with Sias, yeah.
Yeah. I'm under direct command of the general. I've come here to bring you before someone who greatly wishes to meet you. Will you accompany me? Well, it's not really an option right now. Do we really have a choice? Wait, didn't you say His Majesty? Don't tell me. It is as you suspect. The very person we, the Dragon Knights, serve, the ruler of all Altago. His Majesty King Kimarl awaits you. That's an interesting name. Kimarl.
Kimarl? Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, suddenly, we're at the palace.
This is the Altago Palace. His Majesty is waiting for you in the audience chamber. You may enter at will. Right. Looks like our minds have been made up for us. Let's go, Adol. What's wrong? Don't you wish to speak with His Majesty? He's taking audience in the main hall right now. You may enter at will.
May not go upstairs.
Darn. Your Majesty, I have brought the men with me. Let them in. You must be confused. Arrested and summoned here so suddenly? My name is Kemarl. Kemarl Sar Adonis. I am the king of Altago. I'll hurry up and say something. Adol greeted the king and introduced himself. Adol the Red. I've heard about you, but I must admit you are younger than I had imagined. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stories about me appearing in places unknown and just killing gods and beings that attain the power of gods.
Don't worry about that part.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Greatly exaggerated, I assure you.
Don't worry, you're not in threat here. Look, you taking power for yourself. That's that's all well and good until you start being evil with it, and then you get killed by me. You must be his partner, Dougie. Is that right? Huh? You know about me too? An old friend of mine has told me much about the both of you.
Who could that be?
A freedom-loving pirate king has happened. He told me of your visit to Altago. I'm certain you must know his name, One-Eyed Laddock. You know Laddock? Oh, Geezer didn't tell us anything about you. He must have wanted you to be surprised. However, I never imagined you would get mixed up with the Dragon Knights first thing upon your arrival. You're even more trouble-prone than the rumors suggest.
Hey, the boat didn't sink.
Yeah, the boat didn't sink. Not as trouble-prone. Come on. No, it was pretty much us. It was not very long ago that we were at war. It's only natural to be on guard. Lord can be a bit handful on the occasion, but he's not a bad man. If he has done anything out of line, please allow me to apologize on this. You don't even know that he's, like, blackmailing this girl into seeing him.
Yeah,
like, I'd count that as, like, fired from all service levels of, like, just no.
I mean, you know.
Adol, it's my understanding that you're an adventurer. I assume that you plan to explore our little country of Altago? Yes, of course. I see. However, there's a mandate that currently forbids the movement of foreigners beyond the city walls. I believe it would be prudent for me to make an exception in your case, though. You sure that's okay? Take it as a token of my regret for what happened earlier. Besides which, you are Laddock's acquaintances. And I must admit, I'm interested in seeing just what adventurers like yourselves actually do.
Just cut to...
I do not mean to make
zooms in our Adol's face, and it's just, like, you know, the classic war flashbacks.
Killing deific beings, freeing people from the corruption.
I can't wait to see what you can do. And then the city was on fire.
Screams and...
Yep.
Yep. I do not mean to make it sound as though we're negotiating a deal, but I have a favor to ask of you.
But we're negotiating a deal.
A few days ago, there was an earthquake, which was an extremely rare incident here in Altago. I'm unsure whether the quake has contributed to its discovery, but an ancient shrine was found nearby. I had the Dragon Knights examine the area, but they found no abnormalities. I'm not so easily satisfied, however. Some may call it a hunch, but I cannot help thinking there must be something worthwhile there. Which is why I want adventurers such as yourselves to take a look and tell me what you think. I see. It sounds like a perfect job for you, Adol. No boats involved. What do you want to do? Adol thought about it for only a moment, and then enthusiastically accepted the king's request. I'm in your debt. Sias. Yes, your majesty? Inform them of the shrine's location. Additionally, no matter how skilled they may be, this is the first time in Altago. Please ensure that they are not lacking anything before they set off. Yes, your majesty.
Man, this king sure seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
I sure hope he's not evil.
I sure hope he's not evil. I must thank you for accepting His Majesty's request. Regarding the location of the shrine, well, before we get to that, allow me to give you this.
Is it a shward?
A shamshir.
It's a shward.
It's a shward.
Oh, and some punch gloves.
Sphyrae. Weapons. They're used here by the Dragon Knights. In Altago, our weapons are infused with what's known simply as dragon energy. That makes them much stronger, as well as easier to use than European weapons. Well, they're pretty well made, I give you that. You sure we can have these, though? Think of them as in exchange for ones Raud took from you. Besides, these Altaginian weapons are more than just strong. The giant energy in them allows for special skills. They have mana. Rather than explain, how about I show you their functions? You'll surely understand better if you've seen them in action. Sure.
Yep.
Alright, come with me then.
Let's go tutorial mode. Yeah.
Coliseum.
This song is so good.
Man, I didn't expect the Coliseum to be this big. This Coliseum is one of the royal facilities of Otago. We sometimes showcase battles between swordsman and monster here, though it's usually used for training. Are these two the ones you told me about? Not bad shape for foreigners. Yes, I'll be instructing them on in Altaginian weapon arts. I would like your help as per our previous arrangement. No reason to turn down a request from the Falcon himself. However, I'd like you to showcase your swordsmanship in return. You'll be a guaranteed full house if you're the headliner. As long as the general agrees. Oh, you're no fun. You there, ready the beasts? Yes, ma'am.
Here we go.
Who is that lady? Leather, metal studs, killer outfit. She must be the executioner? Ha, spot on. Her name is Ursa. And yes, she is the executioner and manager of this entire facility. I have requested that she provide some monsters for training purposes. Learn by doing, as they say. A real monster already, huh? Huh. Let me at him. That I shall. Now, before you begin, why don't we go over some basics?
Yay, basics.
In locations where Adel unsheathes his sword, battle controls are used. You got an attack button, you got combo attacks, you do have a dodge roll, and then you could transfer your consciousness into your
waiting homunculus.
Your waiting homunculus, yes. I was gonna say golem, but then it didn't sit right, and then I was looking for the word homunculus. But then you beat me to it.
Fine. Yeah.
Approach the enemy to attack and fall back when you sense danger. This is the #1 rule of survival. You may already know this.
You may have noticed something.
Yeah?
You don't have a jump button.
I do not have a jump button.
It has instead been replaced by the go fast button.
By the more and superior go fast button?
I mean, you say it's superior, but I think all the games after this have both.
I mean, as far as I can tell, if I can move faster, it's superior. We already know this, but it never hurts to reconfirm the fundamentals. Yeah, I guess kind of overly basic, though, if you ask me. The details of new tutorials can also be found in the Help section of your journal. You may check your journal at any time to review any tutorials. Alright, let's get started.
Fight.
The selection is not yet available.
Oh,
Darn.
no, you have to go in order. Equip
Darn.
weapon skills.
Skills are linked to weapons, therefore in order to use them, you must first equip those weapons. Before we go any further, let us go over equipping weapons and skills.
I forgot they tied the skills to weapons in this game.
To equip weapons and
Okay.
skills, go into the Equip section of the camp menu. Camp menu. Okay. Skills will
Camp
show up in the
menu.
menu after their corresponding weapons are first equipped. Okay, equip, and then you can go to skills. Try equipping the weapon I gave you earlier. We'll start from there. Alright.
Whip. And then strength blast.
Good. Looks like you're both ready. Oh, yeah, we are, but... Hey, Adel, it's just me, or do you feel something from the weapon? The energy you feel surging through you as you hold your weapon is dragon energy. If you can feel it, that means you have a natural talent for using skills. Oh, well, great. That just makes me want to try using some. And so you shall.
But not after 2 more sections of tutorial.
Yeah, right.
Well,
allow me to explain the process. Listen well. Skills use SP, which is stored each time you attack an enemy normally. You can use charge attacks to store a lot of SP at once. Alright, so SP required. When the SP is available, press the button combination, i.e. left trigger B, of the skill you want to use. Press and hold A to charge your attack. They're stronger than regular attacks and increment SP more quickly. That's the basic premise. I see, so you need to store up energy during battles to use skills. Man, this sure could take a while to get used to. I'm sure you actually try it, you'll understand much better. Here, you'll need this. Training dummy. Just train new recruits. You'll naturally get familiar with using skills by practicing upon it.
But be careful. You hit it too many times and it'll fight back. And then like the camera pans away for Sias to say that, and then it pans back, and then the training dummy has a gun.
Yeah, we're pretty good. You're pretty well prepared, gotta say. This brings back a lot of memories to you. My master used to train me with dolls just like this. Do you plan to just stand there and wax nostalgic? That seems a little like not English there.
What are you talking about?
Wax nostalgic? Come,
Yeah.
take up a fighting stance.
Have you ever heard that phrase?
I've literally never heard that phrase.
Neat.
It shouldn't be too difficult. Simply use charge attacks and skills to destroy the doll. However, if you destroy the doll without using both charge attacks and skills, you must do it over and over again until you do it properly. What's so strict all of a sudden? Well, it is training, I guess. Let's try it, Adel. Yeah, that's the spirit. Are you ready then? Begin.
At least one skill and at least one charge attack. So if you notice, it really does up your SP by a lot. Charge attack. Sure to use a skill now.
Good. Looks like you understand how to use skills now. It seems a little loud. Was that a little loud for you?
Maybe, but
Man, what great stuff. Autogenian weapons are really strong. Using charge attacks effectively also helps with using skills. And that's the extent of knowledge I can impart to you regarding skills. Lastly, I inform you of attack types. It is a bit complicated, but it will be helpful at least to have an idea. Depending on the monster type, the efficiency and accuracy of your attack may change.
Efficacy.
Efficacy. Sorry. That's a word I've been hearing a lot lately in the books I've been reading. The rule of thumb is for soft enemies use Adel and for hard enemies use Dogi. Sword is strong against soft enemies. Fist is strong against hard enemies. And the bow is strong against light enemies. I wonder what weapon my next party member will be using.
Gun.
It better be a gun. There are
Yeah,
various
it's that
types of
training dummy over
monsters. Yeah, it has a gun now. There are various types of monsters, each with different characteristics. Sometimes your weapons won't work. I hear what you're saying, but I don't really get it. Adel and I have fought countless battles so far, but we never had to worry about attack types. Foreigners.
Listen, that doll, that combat doll will help you defeat these gods with the power of friendship and that gun it found.
And the Glock. God. Don't give the Kobold a Glock. Don't underestimate the monsters, especially if you never fought one in Altaga before. Ursa, right? I didn't mean to sound cocky or anything. It just comes naturally. Sias, they're ready. Good timing. Adel, Dogi, your monsters await. After a real battle, I'm quite confident you'll understand the true importance of attack types. Grrr. Those are Altagenian monsters. They've been captured specifically for training purposes. They're broken They're broken in, so to speak, so you don't need to worry. These monsters in particular have extremely soft bodies, making strike attacks ineffective, which means... That means my attacks won't work. Just great. Why don't you try attacking first? See what you mean right away. The monsters are getting impatient. We should get started. Alright, let's do this, Adol. My beast, you may proceed.
Yeah, yellow is good. Bad.
It's really loud.
Okay, turn it down. Oh, you can't turn it down. Yay!
Stop.
You've killed them.
Not bad.
Stop now.
My attacks really didn't work. It's not over yet. Next. Oh man. This looks like a Dogi monster.
Well, this looks like a job for a bow.
Right? You gotta shoot those eyes. They're glowing red, that's the weak point, right?
Yeah. I'll watch out for it.
Is that the same death sound? Good. So how was it? Do you understand the importance of attack types now? Yeah, I never imagined that my damage output could vary that much. The monsters in Otago really are strong. It's good that you understand. Keep in mind, however, that this is only training. In real battles, you may face many monsters at once. Alternating who will attack, therefore, becomes more important. In other words, teamwork. Good thing I'm with you, buddy. That's about it. Anything else you'd like me to go over again?
No.
No, never again. I see. If you ever feel the need to confirm anything that you've learned today, you need only check your journal. There are more unknown monsters in Otago than there are known, so be certain you always keep your guard up. We're done here. Why don't we go outside? I have work to do, so if you'll excuse me. I don't think there's a... Don't mention it. Come by any time. I'm always here and I do enjoy my work. Be careful not to get eaten by monsters out there, or there won't be anything left for me. Thanks. Now, if you have any questions, I will answer them. You may ask anything, just not about how to fight.
Not just.
How to get stronger weapons. Stronger weapons would be prudent as well. We have a procedure called synthesis in Otago. You should be able to use it to obtain more suitable armaments.
Crafting.
If you want to know more about it, I suggest visiting one of the weapon or item shops, or even a street merchant. Let's check out the geography. Outside Otago City is an open area called, predictably, the Otago Plains. It's quite expansive and has roads that lead to the numerous villages which dot the land. Just wandering about is sure to get you lost, so I suggest you regularly take note of your location. Okay. Fine. Whatever. I must warn you, though. Among the monsters of Otago, there are some which are quite enormous. We call them Titanus, and they cannot be defeated through regular means. Even the normal-sized monsters are quite ferocious, and they may attack in packs. In Otago, it is considered common sense not to wander into the plains without a companion. There are two of you, but it would be better if you had a third companion. If you'll excuse me then, the shrine His Majesty wants you to investigate is to the northwest of here. Here, take this as well. You got a map of Otago. To access items including the map, press the assigned menu button or key. This will open the item menu. When checking the map of Otago, your next destination will be marked with a flag. Quest tracking.
You like quest tracking? Yeah.
Nice. X to open the item menu. Consumables, event items, and party equipment. You can equip items by pressing A.
That's why you couldn't use your journal. It's because you were in the wrong menu.
Thanks a lot.
That other
we
menu
should
was
learn
more of a
anything.
list.
Please do report back to His Majesty at once. Good luck out there. Man, for a moment I thought we were done for. Guess we can't complain though. We got to meet some high-ups and even scored us a pass out of this town. Heck, a skilled swordsman even taught us a few things. It's good to start. It's a good start to our journey, if you ask me. A good omen, even. Dogi,
Then they end up in jail.
why are you cursing this entire visit to this island? So we're gonna head out or what? We need to kick us some shrine.
They're gonna discover that this entire continent is a boat, and then it sinks.
That'd be something, wouldn't it? Oh, she's not here. Alright.
No, we're leaving. We're out.
I can save anywhere.
Yeah, you can. Isn't it great?
I like how the guard didn't even bother to check if I had pass out.
No, you're good. King was like, hey, those two, they're cool.
I wonder how mad that guy is.
Anyway, music time. Oh, yeah.
Those are badder than the guy I just fought in there. The monsters outside the city walls will attack and drain your HP, and if your HP reaches 0, it's game over. HP can be recovered by touching stone monuments or simply by standing still. Be sure to keep a careful eye on it.
Hey, you know how you needed an item to restore your HP by standing still before?
Yep, you can just do that by default now. Additionally,
Not
you
in
can
dungeons,
view
though. You still need the
minimap.
item for dungeons.
God damn it. Additionally, you could view the minimap in full screen by pressing the assigned map button or key. Nice.
So save points are they're still fast travel points, I think. That's why it started
Gotcha.
glowing when you touched it. But you don't need them to save anymore.
Oh my god.
That rat is gonna mess you up.
No, he's not.
He wanted to mess you up. At the very least.
Crafting materials.
Hey, keep attacking the dead body. Oh, it's over there.
What?
Get materials out of it. Become even more of a psychopath for treasure.
That's some perfect reason to do that. Look, if I get more loot out of it, then I'm very happy being a psychopath, okay?
Yeah. No, listen, it's great.
I appreciate that Dougie will go collect things.
Yes, you can go collect things, and if they're... I forget if this game has resource counts. But if it does, then your allies will also run over to those and beat them up for additional treasure.
That reminds me.
Yeah, let's turn that... Just the sound effects.
Much
Yeah,
better.
that's good. That's good. Yeah, like that. So he's gonna gather at it, that's right. You don't beat them up in this game, you just gather at them. Oh, and you can attack the grass for SP. Look at that. Watch out for all those wild Pokemon, though.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you can see the ideas that they later solidified forming here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Well, I'll see him eventually.
you will, but it's interesting to go back to this now that I've played the later ones.
East, Altaga City. 800, not miles.
Not
Not
Sure
meters.
those are supposed to be meters, yeah.
Yeah, not
because
meters.
If it was miles, then you would have already traveled 800 miles. And you have to
Yeah. Hey, hold on. I thought the shrine was to the northwest. This is the wrong way. Damn it, Nogi.
Get gated. So, a technique you may be interested in learning is that if you're just running around, just charge attack. You're not actively fighting anything.
Yeah.
That way, the first hit that you get gives you bonus XP or SP. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to claw the controller if you also want to dodge. But
No, not really.
okay, good.
Well, if I want to actually dodge in the middle of battle, yes, probably. But if I'm just running around, I can easily just use my
Okay,
thumb.
that's good. But yeah, then you'll notice that your SP actually starts existing.
Okay, shared SP pool.
Yes.
Got sent into the next year.
And this is E7.
Monster Hunter. Dougie, you okay?
He's fine. He's just really trying to go attack those things over there, but he can't.